Good morning, people. It is the KYTTT Revo review after 1 year of ownership. We're gonna save the visuals and the on person to see, so you can see how it really looks like on me. Save the best for last. But first, we're gonna go over basically the pros of why you should get this helmet, because I really think you should. So first off, when you initially get the helmet, you're going to get it in a box. I made a video on that and stuff like that, but that's not as important as the long-term effect of how it feels on your body. In the beginning, the helmet is going to be very comfortable. It is going to be very comfortable. It's a brand new helmet. You could buy it with a smoked visor. It comes with a clear visor. I think it's an extra like 20 bucks, and they all come with an extension right here for the little winglet on the back. The first things you're going to see is how they operate, right? So clicks very smooth. Probably can't hear it, and it clicks in place. You're never gonna have this thing popping off at high speeds. It's not gonna pop open at high speeds. You have to put some good force on the tip right here to make it come up. Secondly, they're sturdy. This thing back here is not gonna fall off. Not that I don't think there's too much science behind it, but it clips in place. It's nice. It's not going nowhere. Nothing of this helmet screams $200, right? It feels really good. In the beginning, the helmet will be very comfortable, but one thing you will notice if you like going at high speeds and or if you get a lot of wind is that it's gonna move during high winds. If anybody goes like 140 plus, so the helmet does move around a little bit in high speeds, and it could be maybe because I got the wrong size. I don't know. I got a size medium, and I think my size head circumference was like 57 millimeters. I'm not too sure, but it moves in high speeds for me. It used to move in high speeds. I'm gonna explain how it stopped moving in high speeds. But after like 130 miles per hour, or maybe even 100 miles per hour, if it's on my head like this, like normal, and the wind is coming forward on me, it will push and sink down a little bit into my chin, into my face, which doesn't block your vision because there's so much to see, but still you have it kind of like on your forehead, leaning on you, and it is a bit of a pain in that aspect of it. In the beginning, yeah, that was kind of a downfall of it. So this is classified as a race helmet, so you are going to get a lot of wind noise, right? It's not, in my opinion, it's not excruciating. Some people wear earplugs to prevent that. Me personally, I deal with the little ring when I come back home. It doesn't give me an issue. In the military, we shoot guns with ear protection, but regardless, it's still messes up your hearing. I don't think this is gonna make it any worse than that already has for most people. So because I got the Cardo installed, I just blast some music, so my ringing has a rhythm. Another pro is that it has a lot of visibility through the visor. How do you say this? You can see out of most helmets just fine. None of them are like the back view mirror of a Camaro, right? But what this allows is that it really doesn't feel like you're wearing this type of helmet when you're riding it. It doesn't feel as slick when you're wearing it because of how big this is. It doesn't feel like you're in race mode, right? So that's kind of one thing you probably want to consider, is that it's nice in that aspect. Right? You're going to see everything. You're not going to feel like you're wearing this race helmet. With the wind noise though, it does have great airflow. Air supposedly comes, I think, through the front right here and through the tops right here. You're not going to feel a pocket of cold, a pocket of cold, and a pocket of cold. It really circulates very well, and I think that's for one of the reasons that maybe it's a cheaper design, I don't know, and air gets into the crevices, and that's why there's a lot of wind noise. But it's when it's hot outside, you're usually pretty cool inside the helmet. You're probably the same cool inside the helmet as you are with like your chest if you leave your jacket unzipped or something, right? It's a cool feeling. It's good. It's good in that aspect. And the key factor why I don't understand why more people don't just pull the trigger is because this helmet, I think they start at $200, which is crazy to me because I'm about to buy another one, and I'm trying to convince my buddies to get some. I don't know why they don't pull the trigger. Maybe they see something I don't, but I genuinely will try to convince them to get more. I'm gonna get another one just because it's so cheap, and I could have a little bit of a different style with two of them. So after probably a couple months of owning it, I got the Cardo system, and strangely enough, what that helped with the how that helped the helmet was when you go to install the actual system, the speakers on the sides, and you have to put it behind the cheek padding, it then makes it a little more snug, just a slight bit more snug, to the point that when you put on the helmet, at least for me, because I got, you know, monkey ears, I have to kind of go like this and flick my ear back because it'll be stuck like this. And yeah, that might be a little bit of a pain, but what this allows is when I had that issue with going high speeds with this helmet where it would push in a little bit, now if it's a tiny bit more snug, in my opinion, the perfect amount more snug for it to not have that pushing effect when you go high speeds in the wind. The Cardo system, I already said, also allows me to play music and kind of reduce that wind noise fatigue, right? Yeah, your ear will still be ringing a little bit when you come home. It's loud, you're playing loud music in your ears, but who doesn't do that anyway? What old man or woman wants to hear when they get old? If you don't know if you want the helmet or not, I think if all these things kind of suit you, you should get it because it's $200. I think it's the cheapest helmet on the market, and you're gonna get the nicest design. I'm not a big fan of solid color helmets, a full black, gloss black helmet. I don't understand how people like those. I think they're whatever. They're a helmet, they protect your head, correct? But this is next level, top tier, looking good, you know what I mean? You're on a race machine, or you're on a Harley, whatever you like. But I think these helmets literally, they really look superb, and they feel good. Right now I have a little GoPro setup in the front, and they work good with that as well. I have a little mic in there, and a little thing for the DJI Action 4. So it's very easy to connect. It goes right up, fits right under here like that. I don't have any extra attachments, just the underpiece that goes on the DJI Action 4, and it sits right here. You don't have to make a three-way system so that it could get the perfect angle. And if you want, you could look at my YouTube channel and see that what angle I shoot in, right? It's very, very easy, very common. So phenomenal helmet. I recommend it, 10 out of 10. I'm not a picky person. So if you're like me and you just want to go out there, have fun, be comfortable, because it is comfortable. Yeah, it doesn't reduce all the wind noise, but honestly, I want to feel the elements. I want to let it be as much as a raw experience as I can. If you want to talk about the ratings, it is ESC approved, etc. It's a good rating, okay? You shouldn't even be considering a helmet that isn't ESC approved, in my opinion. They have a large variety of helmets on the KYT America website with a lot of extra things. You get a visor that matches your back winglet. For example, smoked and smoked. That's just how I wanted it, but you could get them chrome both if you want. I have no complaints with the helmet, and I would recommend it to all my boys so we could all look clean and matching together. But who knows? Maybe I'm gonna just have to wait for Christmas to, you know, hook my boys up. But yeah, I hope you guys make the right decision and cop yourself one of these if it works for you. And if it doesn't, then just do what you want in life. Stay motivated and kill babies, slay bodies. Let's go.